today. Throwing that AC on today. Yeah, buddy. See if anybody comes in because it's right in the afternoon. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Lottery winners, hello. Trumpet wife, hello, hello, hello. How you all doing today? It is a really freaking warm day out here right now. Really warm day, really warm day. Wow, oh my goodness. I am driving by my casino right now, and we're gonna off to go and find my friend again. John, hello, welcome in. How you doing today? Right now, we're in my car, and it says it is 88 degrees outside, and it is just wow. And then later on, it's supposed to rain, so I don't never guess the weather. Work day, yes. Gonna go pick up my friend because we got to work. Today is what I like to call my Friday. I know it's Monday, but it's my Friday because tomorrow and Wednesday are my days off. So we hope to, get both the days off because sometimes we don't. Last week I had to work Wednesday, and so that was a big pain in the butt. And to be there at, I showed up at 8:30, didn't get to leave until 10:15 at night. So that was a very long day, especially for me. It's like, nope, we don't want to do it. Yeah, so, but other than that, that's just what's going on. So today is, I got to be at work at 4 o'clock. So right now I'm on my way to go pick up Emily. So hopefully she'll sell her car and then get another car soon because she doesn't want to leave the city that she lives in to come back over here. And I'm just like, crazy little girl. But that's just how it goes. Yeah, it's hot, hot. Scratches for you. How you doing? Yep, scratches for you. I'm headed out to your area over there on Clark Street where she lives at. Up around some bend. I don't know what, off of Clark Street, and I don't even know what the name of her other little street is, but the one that she lives on is off of RIA. RIA. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, I gotta drive over there, go pick her up, and then drive back. And so tonight it's just like, when we get done with work, we'll close the restaurant at 10 o'clock, get done cleaning up everything probably about maybe 11:10. Then I got to give them all a ride home. Maybe. I got to give her a ride home. I got to give another guy who lives in town, which isn't that bad. He lives in town, so he's like 8 blocks away or something like that. So I'll give him a ride home. And then I might have to give another guy a ride home named Aaron. And so he lives about, let's say about maybe 15 miles away, 14 miles away. Then I won't get home until like 1 in the morning. I'm the bus driver. Or less you could say taxi driver. So I'm like, all right, we'll give them all a ride home so they don't have to walk. And If Emily stresses out, she is just not good. She is just not good uh, at all. So I'd rather try to be able to work, with the way she can. But yeah, if we get all busy and she gets stressed out, ooh, it's a little funny. Don't want to sound mean. It's a little funny, but it's not too funny. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, need to calm down. So we do that, and then if she doesn't have a ride, then she really try to figure out what's going on, and I don't want her to stress too much. So we'll go down and pick her up. Hi Sabrina, how are you? Welcome in. How was your little trip with the vets? You guys have a good time? Did they get a lot of donations? Roblox, how are you? Welcome in. How you doing? Wow. Now my car, inside of my car says it's 84 degrees. 84 degrees. And it's sunny, cloudy, blue skies. Bunch of patchy white clouds. So we are headed to the freeway, or the highway they call it over here. It's a 2-lane highway. Well, 2 lanes on each way. But over here, we get a little farther. They're redoing the bridge over the Missouri River. They're almost done with it. They should be done with it pretty soon. They said spring of 2025, and we're already in the spring, and we got 4 days until summer. So they should be almost done completely, but I don't know. Then I heard that it was just a temporary fix too, but I'm not sure about that because they've taken a while to get that temporary fix done. So I'm just like, okay. A little windy outside. I gotta watch my speed. I got my AC on. I'm like, dang. I don't usually drive with my AC, but you can't hear right now? All right, Sabrina. Are you working? You're usually at work almost the days that I work. I rolled my window up, so hopefully y'all can hear better. Because we are just cruising down the road. Let me see if I can pop this in. I got a couple of tickets I'm going to scratch pretty soon. Make some short videos of it. Our $2 money multiplier. Hi Deborah, how are you? Welcome in. We're cruising down the road right now, and going to go pick up Miss Emily. I've got my Big Giant Coke, actually Big Giant Dr. Pepper, because I don't drink Coke. You're making homemade spaghetti. All right, that sounds good. Homemade spaghetti. All right. Is it regular ground beef, or you got a sausage with that? like to cook up Italian sausage and mix it in my spaghetti. Comes out pretty good. Garlic and onion. Good. The marinara sauce with it. You're gonna make garlic bread. Garlic bread is good with spaghetti. Yep. We have garlic bread at our work, and we use butter, Parmesan cheese, roasted garlic, and some mayonnaise, and a little bit of red pepper flakes, and mix that all together. And put that on our sliced up French rolls. Put the butter in the Parmesan cheese and load them up. Comes out pretty good. They're all right. Xavier Snake, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Pam's son, Xavier Snake. Xavier, are you over there on the West Coast too? Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm going to try to pick up my phone and my phone up too good. There's a cop around, he'll give me a ticket having my phone in my hand driving down the road. But this is what it looks like. That's what our sky looks like today, and all these beautiful trees and green. That's why I like it out here, because it's so, love all of the trees and everything growing around growing around here and everything like that. And so that's what it looks like. My little phone holder isn't that great for don't get that high of up here, so I can't do that kind of a view like this. But this is what it looks like today. Cloudy blue skies. Right now it's too hot. I can't say it's too hot, but it's pretty warm outside. For being the middle of the day, it's only good. Music here, Brown. Hello, welcome in. How you doing today? We're just driving down the road. Let me do this real fast, because if I don't, we don't want to get a ticket. I don't know how much the ticket is, but we don't want to chance it. So, but yeah, that's what outside looks like today and everything. So that's what's going on. We are driving to Columbia, Missouri. I live in Boonville, Missouri. Columbia is the next biggest town to us, which is Columbia is like at least twice. Actually, it might be 3 or 4 times bigger than Boonville. It is a little hub. Like Kansas City's a hub. That's pretty big town. But that's 122 miles back that way. And then St. Louis is 127 miles back over going this way, going the way I'm headed. So we actually live right in the middle of the state from the two big big, largest cities. And then we're probably about maybe an hour and a half to 2.5 hours to Springfield, Missouri, which is another little big town. So, and then I know my brother lives in Iowa, and we are like a 5-hour drive away from him. So, like, we're right in the middle of the state somewhere. Somewhere in the middle of the state. I don't know. But we are in the northern part of the state, I know that. So I-70 is the northern part of the state, and I-44 is the southern part of the state. That's the main highway in the southern part of the state. And I've been in the state of Missouri for 7 years. Coming up December, we'll make it 8 years. And so, yep. Still learning a lot from the state and everything, and how these people are. I know when I first came back out here in 2011, after 23 years of being here. Sure, I love spaghetti. Sammy G, what's happening, my friend? We are going to Columbia, Missouri to, my sign says I got 15 miles to go to Columbia, so I've got like 18 miles to drive to go and pick up a co-worker who doesn't have a car, because I am just getting too tired, too old to be rushing around work and trying to do everybody's job. So I'm going to make sure that she's there so I don't have to rush around at work. And today's Monday, so at the restaurant, I work for, I don't know if you can see that, the Brew Brothers restaurant in the Isle of Capri Casino. And so our restaurant, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's all right. Our prices are somewhat reasonable for being in a casino. Because if you can imagine, you know, being in a casino and everything like that, you know, they're gonna hike up some of the stuff. But you know, they're somewhat competitive around town. I know that we had a sort of a supervisor manager outing like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. We drove up to Macon, Georgia, to a restaurant up there, and just go check out the food, and you know, do a little camaraderie with you know, our peer co-workers and stuff, our supervisors and stuff like that. And they had steaks there that were maybe just a tiny bit more than what ours were. So I'm like, yeah, so we were pretty competitive and stuff. So, but at one point in the night, we become the only restaurant that is open around town. I think most of the restaurants, some of them close at like 8 o'clock. You know, we don't close until 10, so it's like everybody wants to come in. And I'm just like, okay, so, you know, we get a little busy and everything around closing time, so sometimes it gets a little hectic, and, well, everybody's trying to do closing prep and stuff, so a little busy. Then on Friday and Saturday, we stay open until 11 o'clock, so, it does get crazy busy. Like yesterday for Father's Day, and happy belated Father's Day, everybody. We did something like 520 covers from, I think, 8 in the morning until we closed. So that was pretty busy for a Sunday. Usually we'll do anywhere from 340, maybe 360 on a Sunday. So it's just like, wow, it's a little crazy. So, but it's all right. But on a Friday night or a Saturday night, we usually do at least 425 to, we can do 600, 6 something on our biggest day, our largest day, from 11 o'clock until I think 11 o'clock when we closed. We did something like around 820 covers for the day. No, Sammy, I don't own it. No, I don't own it. I just work there. So yeah, that was a real busy day. But yeah, like yesterday caught us a little off guard, and unfortunately we had to tell them that we were out of some items. So towards the end of the evening, we were out of our burnt ends. I had 2 whole steaks left. I was out of our pork steaks. We were out of our potato skins. And so yeah, that was they caught us off guard. Viral Boom, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? We are cruising down the road, and let's see, well, now it says outside it's 88 degrees again, so I'm just like, oh dang. It is just wants to stay warm, and so I imagine it's going to be a little warmer, get a little warm in a couple of hours. Then it'll be at its peak, and then it's going to start going down. But in Missouri, you can. What I'm learning, and what I'm still learning, is you can have all 4 seasons in one day, and it's just like what the heck? You know, it could be a little warm in the morning, or really cold in the morning, and then mid-afternoon it'll be all nice and everything, and then it's too hot, and then at night it'd be freezing temperature. So it's just like, oh my goodness, that's kind of crazy around here. It is kind of crazy around here. But right now, cloudy, sunny day, and everything else is all right. So, Bible Boom, how are you and Mr. Bible Boom doing today? Hope all is well. And are you going to your appointment tomorrow? Or is that sometime today? We are in town just a while. Other than that, no, Sammy G, if you're still in the house, myself, just for me personally, I wouldn't want to own a restaurant. mean, I like what I do. It's getting tiring, but I like what I do. I do. But there's too many hassles going with that. You know, it's like, you know, you got to hire everybody. So you got to watch all your overhead. You got to watch you have to watch all your employees, and then you got to hire the right employees, and hopefully they stick around and help you out. Versus working a couple of days and deciding that, oh, I need 3 or 4 days off, and they just don't want to come back to work, or they want to call out, or they get to work and then it's like, oh, I'm not feeling good, I'm gonna go home. So you end up doing, you know, most of the work anyway, and also true, you end up working a lot of hours. So, and then you also got to worry about, unfortunately, you got to worry about people who are, you know, walk away with your product, you know, out of your cooler, out of your freezers or something like that. So it can be very stressful if you don't have dependable people. Like my staff, they're okay. They get the job done. They're not great at it, but they do get the job done. You know, they're pretty good. But on any given day, they will call out in a heartbeat. You know, and I'll give you, they may be sick, but other than that, I'm really not sure. I've heard, yeah, out of the 28 years that I've worked, you know, in this industry, I've heard just about almost every excuse imaginable why I'm not coming to work. When I was growing up, I worked at a job where I worked like, I want to say at least 15 miles from work, and I used to leave my house at like 1:30 in the morning with coffee in my hand. Gotta have my coffee, you know, 1:30 in the morning, and walk down the road and get more coffee, walk down the road to another gas station that was open like an AM PM, like a 7-Eleven or a Casey's or something like that you have out here, one of those stores that's open 24/7, and get more coffee, and then walk another 1.5 miles to a bus stop, and then sit there and wait for the bus, and get the bus to take me to work, and he'd get me there at 4:45, 5:05 or something like that, 5:10. I had to start work at 5:30, and I would do that. Okay, and I had a friend of mine that had a car. He worked a mile. He lived a mile away from work, and he called out because his car broke down. He couldn't come to work. And I'm like, dude, you cannot walk a mile? Seriously? I was like, oh my goodness. So that's kind of crazy. That, you know, a lot. They're not to say put their job first or anything like that, but it's like to hold any kind of integrity for work. You know, it's like, nope, I'm not coming in. I'm not feeling good today. So it's just like, oh my goodness. So that's why we try to make sure everybody's at work. We'll go and pick people up. My boss lives in the town where this other guy works for us tonight. And if he needs a ride, my boss will actually leave work and go and pick him up and bring him back, just so he's there at work for the night. Because if not, it's just like, if he works in the morning or if I'm working in the morning, we're staying until we close that night. So it's like, oh goodness. So in order for us not to work that hard, this is what we do. We'll go and pick somebody up and take them to work. So I am just about a mile away from where my pen works. I have a mile to go. So one more mile. Today's a good day. All right, Viral. That's good. That's good. Okay, so far we'll take that. That's how it is. We will take that. So far, so good. But other than that, I thank you guys for coming in. There's just little people in the chat, but that's all right. Y'all gave me 18 likes. I appreciate that. See if we can get 2 more likes. Anybody in there? People in the bushes? There's always somebody in the bushes. Like Chantra, Ted Aruski, Florida Claimers Ted. He's always in the bushes. Chantra's always in the bushes. Somebody is always in the bushes. See, there's another like. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. But we're slowing down. And another thing too, I'm glad they're doing these freeways, these roads and stuff like that, because dang, these dang roads are, they are all seriously bumpy around here. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh man, you got in my lane. Yeah, you did. All right. Everybody wants to get in this far right lane. All right, all right, all right, all right. Ooh, there's the light too. Am I gonna make the light? Probably not. Oh, come on now, people. But yeah, so how is it over there? What's the weather like over there, Viral Boom? Oh, good. Ah, shoot. And I think my chat froze. Look at 22 likes. Wow, all right, all right, all right, all right. Can we try to fix it? Let's see. I guess not. That don't work. Wow, I don't know how to fix it. UK Dave, how you doing? I just fixed a little bit of it. Welcome in, UK Dave. Muggy and hot, up to 100. Chantra is live. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'm just driving down the road right now, so almost to my destination. And we'll be headed back to town because I got 2 o'clock my time. Blessings to you, my friend. Blessings to you. So I don't know how long the mail takes to get to your place, but hopefully by the end of this week. Mr. Viber Boom, there you are. How are you today, sir? Yeah, hopefully by the end of this week, you get, look at that, 23 likes. You guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully by the end of this week, UK Dave, you'll get Nishan City's blue coin, not his new one. I only have one of his new ones, so hopefully you'll get that. And we are good. We are good. We're in good spirits. Today is Friday, even though it's actually Monday, but today is my Friday. And so we're looking forward to the 2 days off of work and a little bit of rest. I stayed up this morning to see my wife because if I didn't, I wouldn't see my wife until tomorrow morning. So I stayed up to see my wife for a little bit and have coffee with her and stuff. And then after she left around 7 o'clock, I went and laid down. And I woke up at 12:30. So I was like, oh dang, I got to get up and start moving around and everything like that, because if not, I'm going to be late to work. If I laid down anymore, if I closed my eyes, I probably would have woke up at 3 o'clock. I've been like, oh dang, nope, can't do that. Mrs. Viral Boom, I thank you. I appreciate everything that you do. Everything that you do. And you guys, if you guys see my new banner that's up there, Brother Dustin in the house, say hey, how you doing? If you guys see my banner up there, Bible Boom created that for me. So I think it's pretty awesome. I think it is pretty awesome. So, you know, if y'all need some work done, hit her up. Definitely hit her up, because she does great work. I love it. I really do. I really do. But other than that, let's see, where am I at? Oh, what street? Okay, here's Rhea. So we got to drive a little kitty corner around this place and stuff. The streets are almost too small for 2 cars on the side of the road and to drive down the middle of it. It's just a little and so you have to stop. Very busy at work. All right, Brother Dustin. Well, hope you don't work too hard. Hope you don't work too hard, my friend. Now, we know what hard work is, and I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat knows what hard work is. But so we are here at our destination, and we're gonna put it in park, and we are going to do something for a minute and let her know that we are here. So hey, there we are. We're here. We're back. We're back. And this is the kind of neighborhood that she lives in. She lives in that little duplex house right there. And so, I mean, it looks like it's a pretty nice little neighborhood, but then we do have some rundown cars and stuff. And the other day, I was just like, oh my gosh. Stephanie, hello. The other day, my boss gave her a ride home, and I was like, oh my gosh. They had while they were driving down the road, they saw a bunch of cop cars, and ended up 12 cop cars up the street a little ways, because there was an actual break-in. They had an actual live, there was people who broke into a house. They were actually in the house. So it was like 14 cop cars responded. So I was like, ooh, you're lucky I wasn't there, because I'd have been like, no, sorry buddy, you're walking up the road from here. I'm not going nowhere. Did I miss something, Dustin? What do you do? Working in a rebar plant. Oh, yeah. Wow. and you're covering 2 jobs. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. I don't like when that happens, because yeah, that is just not good. Um, we used to do that, you know. We used to do that, have to work extra hard and stuff, and you know, long hours because somebody doesn't want to come to work, or somebody gets sick and they're gone for a couple of months. It's just like, oh gosh, that is not good. And then you don't get the compensation for it. Stephanie, hey, how are you? You having a good day? What what state do you live in? I know Barbara Boom lives over in North Carolina. Is it North Carolina? I hope I'm right. But also too, August 24th, you are 10-year anniversary. Wow. North Kakalaki. Okay. um 10-year anniversary. Wow. You live in Michigan. All right. All right. All right. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. I am going to get T figures. Okay, T figures. I I'm going to be getting some tickets from Scratch Off Fever from Old Blue Eyes. I should be getting them either today or tomorrow. He already mailed them out. He's sending me $45 in North Carolina tickets, and I sent him $45 in Missouri tickets, and we're going to do some kind of a battle. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. We haven't worked out the parameters of that. I don't know if we're going to try to do a joint live session, or if he's going to do a session, and then I'm going to do the battle of the North Carolina educational lottery system, how he puts it. Battling the kids from the North Carolina educational lottery system. Battling what? We right now I'm just talking because I'm picking up a friend of mine from work, T Figures. But I scratched lottery tickets from the state of Missouri, and my friend is sending me tickets from North Carolina, and I sent him tickets from Missouri. So when we get them, hi Emily.
Hi, Chef.
When we get them, we are going to do a battle. Who's gonna win? His tickets that he sent me, or my tickets that I sent him? And we're driving down the road again. Driving down the road. Here we go. Hang on a second. Watch this. Everybody say hi to Emily.
Hello.
We are going back to work. Thank you, T Figures. I appreciate it. And let me, you know what? I got to park because I'm going to go ahead and end this stream because we're going to go ahead and drive to work, guys. So, Penny Finder says hi.
Hello.
Trumpet Wife says hi. Barbara Boom says hello. Okay, guys. Miss Emily, there you go. She's got our Brew Brothers shirt on. Oh. As you can see, we do have merch. It's all. But you all have a great day. Thank you for coming in. We got 28 likes. You guys are awesome. You be safe out there. Stay cool. If it's very hot, Right now my car still says it's 84. Patty Love Stitch, hello, welcome in. Sorry I didn't see you before. But hello there. I'm going to get ready to end this thing. And so you guys have a great day. Be blessed. Peace out.